Detox. What does it mean to detox, and why do you need zeolite to detox?
Yeah. So, I mean, living in the 21st century, I think we all need to be actively detoxing just because of the exposure, right? Now, some people's natural detox abilities are going to be greater than others. Some people's detox pathways are not working as well. And those individuals, active detox becomes even more important. So, in my opinion, there's basically two classifications of detox. You've got level one, which is going to be removing the daily dose of toxins, as I call them. Those are the things that our bodies are exposed to every day. So, think food, water, air, external exposure, but then also think internal production. So, naturally, our bodies are producing a number of toxins every day. We've got the metabolic waste products, such as ammonia. We've got histamine. We've got all these things. We also have the microbial waste products. So if we have any sort of excess microbes, maybe it's excess yeast, candida, maybe it's parasites, maybe it's bacteria, whatever it may be, they're releasing waste products that are toxins. And the ZeoCharge can go in and help bind to a lot of these toxins, and that's going to calm down the system just by reducing that stress. So that's the daily dose of toxins. That's benefit number one, and or level one, I'd say, of detox. Level two is going to be the deeply stored toxins and metals that accumulate over a lifetime, right? So most people have some level of accumulation of these toxins in their body just because we're living in the 21st century. The healthier one is, the less likely that is to occur. And a lot of times what happens, a lot of people, they go and they're chronically ill, they go and they do testing for heavy metals and they're high, and they assume that it's the heavy metals that are making them sick. A lot of times it's the opposite. It's actually they have high heavy metals because they were sick. So anything that makes you sick or causes your body to work extra hard and you have some issues, at that point, your body doesn't have enough energy to focus on detox. So it puts that aside. So now when the metals and these toxic elements are coming into the body, instead of the body naturally removing them, the body pushes them into storage. And those are going to be fat cells. So that's basically what happens. That's why it's all about energy utilization by the body. In a healthy person, the body has enough energy to do everything it needs to do, plus detox everything that's coming in. If not, then it's just you continue accumulating these toxic elements and you become sicker and sicker and sicker. And even if they weren't your primary cause to begin with, they are now contributing factors to your chronic condition because they're toxic elements accumulating in your body. And at that point, it becomes more difficult to remove them because your body pushes them into fat cells, and then it pushes them into deeply stored organs like kidneys and liver and brain, various parts. At that point, it is very difficult to remove them. And a lot of times your body just will not do it on its own because it just won't have enough energy to do so. And it's comfortable. Your body is comfortable having the metals there. And it's a defense mechanism because if your metals are deeply stored in organs, it's actually calming down your immune system, because if they're floating around in your blood, your body's going to be attacking them. And if your body can't handle that right now because it's attacking other things or working on other things, it just shoves them into storage. Short term, that's great. Long term, not so much, because whatever organ it's in, it's going to be deteriorating that organ. So if you have mercury, it's technically safer short term to have it in your brain than in your bloodstream. But long term, you don't want mercury in your brain because it could lead to a number of degenerative, brain conditions type of thing. So very interesting stuff. But what I found is that a lot of things just really don't have the detox potential to remove the deeply stored metals from the body. But what we found is that the ZeoCharge, especially at the higher dose, is able to get the body to naturally push out some of these metals for excretion, which has been quite fascinating.